coach of the New London Whalers is Jack Cochran. The captains for Madison, number 11, Kevin Martin. Number 20, Brendan McGinney. Number 23, Mike Davis. And number 56, Travis Weissmar. Ladies and gentlemen, the superintendent of schools for Madison, David Klein, did the coin toss. New London will receive. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask for a moment of silence in memory of the victims and families of the September 11th terrorist attacks. A moment of silence, please. The Connecticut Army National Guard Color Guard will now present the flags for the national anthem.
Good evening for Madison Public Television and Daniel Hand High School Tiger football. This is the first game of the year for the 2008 season. Daniel Hand Tigers playing the New London Whalers at Strong Field in Madison. This is Kent Sprague with Frank Tordoff. Got Steve Fust on the camera. We'll get the rest of the crew here after we get the kickoff. Hand will kick it off to New London. The kicker for Hand is number 3, Jack Callahan. Is bobbled around and picked up at about the 14 and down at about the 21. Welcome, Frank. This is our 23rd consecutive year of doing this. We got demoted to the stands tonight.
We've been there before. Yeah, that's really quite exciting for the whole, not just our high school, but high school football in general, to have Channel 8, 9 here to broadcast their first game of the week, actually live on the internet.
So New London gets the ball first, and Frank, when we get a chance, tell us a little about what you know about this quarterback for New London.
Quarterback is supposed to
hands off up the middle, going to about the 28.
Yeah, nothing particular. They got about 4 or 5 yards on that, but their quarterback, his name is Reed, and he is very highly touted. They actually has got a letter of intent already to University of Florida for next year. Now
that's big time football.
That is about as big as you get down there. And of course, our own John Hevesy is down there and is the line coach for the University of Florida. So he'll be going down there. Of course, they've got the Heisman Trophy winner down there, and he's going his second year for another one, hopefully, from his standpoint. And they're saying this guy will go down there to kind of take over. I don't think that'll be the case. He's probably a very, very good athlete, but I don't know that he's quarterback quality. We'll see. Good numbers, 6'3", 235.
Picked up 6 yards on that first. Now they're sweeping to the right. Got a first down up near the 37, it looks like.
Number 44, who we just saw it, is...
he's one of the captains, as I recall.
One of the captains, Richie Vital. He's been a 4-year starter, starting with this year. He's not big. He's 5'9", 185, but he's talked about quite a bit to be able to play some pretty good level football, too. So let's see how the Tigers come out.
First down. Going to throw. Man wide open over here, in and out of his hands.
Dave Herpy was closest to him on that.
The wide receiver on the near side of the field. The ball was a little high, but it should have been caught.
It was catchable. It was one of those things where it looks like he was starting to think about going upfield before he possessed the ball. So never a good thing. Whether you're a receiver outside or you're a shortstop, right, Ken?
That's right. Second and 10 at the 37. Quarterback still got it going to the right, and he's going to gain a yard at most.
Nice swarming defense by the Tigers.
Stacked him up, gained a yard. It looks like an option play to the right.
Yep, and he kept it himself. His other man was open, but and had good coverage over there. It looked like Jeff Buck was out there on that.
Yeah, we got new players out there. We'll try to pick up some as we go. I saw number 70, Dylan Lindahl, in the middle of that line.
Dylan's changed his numbers. He was doing fullback work and on defense.
Coming to this side of the field, got an opening. And a good gain, still going across the 40. Big gain.
He's got some speed about him.
Cut that ball back very nicely and followed his blocking. So the ball is now clear down to the 38.
Brian
We're early in this first quarter, no score yet, and this is the first possession of the game with New London taking it down the field so far. Quarterback's keeping it, going to the right, breaks one tackle, cuts it back, and he's got a big game going. He's heading for the end zone. Quarterback into the end zone, and there he's going to get a penalty on that one. His somersault in the end zone is going to get him a penalty.
Yes, sir. 2 hankies came out.
But New London does score. And while we're waiting for the sort this out on the penalty, Frank, these two teams both were in the state championship last year in their classes, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And they both got the final game and both lost it.
Yeah, New London was in against Ansonia, and Ansonia beat them 35-0. Of course, Hand, as we know, lost our shot at it with New Canaan getting 3 touchdowns in the last quarter. So anyway, that was a touchdown. As we saw, it was a pretty good moves by the quarterback. He is a big hombre, so Hand has got to get used. The young guys on Hand, we have a lot of new players. I think we only have like maybe 4. Well, I think it was only 2 or 3 guys back on defense from last year with some experience. So they're going to have to learn what it's like to take down somebody big. Going to have to go low on them.
Conversion try, and there's a flag before the snap.
Procedure. Yep. Now the unsportsmanlike procedure, I mean, will be done on the kickoff. Right there was some sort of a procedure call. Didn't see what was going on, and it was the side judge that called it. So
somebody moved early.
Yeah.
In the line. That makes the extra point kick a 25-yarder. And we have a pretty good stiff breeze coming off of the water tonight here. And that kick is going to be no good. Short and to the right.
All right.
6-0.
Yeah.
With 9:38 left in the first quarter.
Just to get it going here, as you were saying, the breeze is coming off the water. Normally we see it coming the opposite direction for Hand, on this field here. But Hand will have it at their back as we take over. Now, it's a beautiful night down here, certainly, for a September game.
So far, unless some more of those big clouds roll in, Frank.
Yeah, sometimes it's not how many clouds. It's one big one gets over here and can dump a bunch out. But there will be the 15-yard penalty assessed on the kickoff. So let's see what Hand can do. Mikey Davis is going to be out there. Returning kicks. Kevin
Fodor is number 7, and the other one is Mike Davis, the deep return man. And they're going to kick this off from the 40 after that nice swan dive, or actually they're going to go further back than that. It's going to be kicked off from 25. I'd give him about 7.3 on that somersault swan dive after the touchdown there. But that sort of thing drives coaches nuts.
Oh.
Unnecessary.
I'm sure that's some way of them showing how athletic he is.
So the deep men for Hand, they're both standing about the 20. And it's going to be hit with a line drive. Fielded at about the 22. That's Davis coming this way. Davis trying to turn the corner. He's hit and brought down at about the 45.
Nice job by Mikey Davis.
Crash Davis, his first return of the year.
That's right. We labeled him that old crash position last year, boy. And he does. He likes that contact.
Frank, as Hand gets the ball for the first time on offense, tell us what we got at quarterback here tonight.
Well, we have a guy named Zach Miller. If he's a new, fresh name too, he's all the way up and down. He's a sophomore. He's the number 3 quarterback this year because the first 2 quarterbacks happen to be injured, which is a shame. Like, you don't like to have anybody injured. But he apparently was very, very good as the freshman quarterback last year. Reasonable size.
He's going to pass on his first varsity play. Passed out to the left, aiming at Jack Callahan, a little behind him.
Just a little behind him. He had him open otherwise, so very interesting. Now, Hand has really put in a new offense this year because of Moreau. And Moreau being injured, they maintained it in, but this young man, the word is that he had had a chance to work with it last year and over the summertime. So he's not unfamiliar with it.
So Zach Miller, sophomore, is going to throw a second time, and there's the man crossing. Complete pass. Very short, however. That's Mitchell Fabricant, junior.
Mitch is a junior. That's good. 5'11". Not a lot of weight on him at the moment. I'm 155. But that's.
He didn't have a chance to turn that one upfield, so it's 3rd and 11 now. Probably another pass play.
Davis far side. We got.
That's Kevin Martin in the backfield blocking for the quarterback. 2 receivers each side. Miller back looking to throw. Well, he's scrambling. And he's got a man after him, and he's going to be taken down for a big loss. Clear back down about the 32.
Miller thrown for a loss on the play.
There was pretty good coverage all the way around, so that he was looking for somebody open. Couldn't quite pick up anybody. So he, in the scramble, number 2 came after him, was pretty fast. He was with safety.
Fourth down about 25 now, looks like. And New London, the Whalers dropped 2 men back to the 30. Good snap. And short kick. Maybe he'll get a roll. It picked up on a bounce and pushed out of bounds.
Zach Masella with the tackle.
Yeah,
Number 12 had the coverage there. Zach Masella gave him a shove and got him out of bounds. Pretty good field position for New London.
Over on their own 44. First down.
44-yard line. And their first possession, they took it right down the field, and their big quarterback took it in. 6-0.
Very hard when you're brand new to finding out what you
Quarterback
have to
looking
do
to
to pick
throw.
somebody big down.
He's going long, and nobody down there but a couple black shirts.
Pass intended for number 85, Anthony Schiavone. Incomplete.
Well, the ball was down there, but the receiver actually fell down on his way.
Mike Davis and Mike Frey were the 2 cover men back deep. Davis is that deep man in the middle there, the free safety. Quarterback looking right, and that's a slant, complete pass. Still going, ball stripped.
Looks like New London got it back.
Looks like New London may have it.
Of course, you don't know what happened underneath it, but it did look like he had the man on it.
That ball was stripped.
Play number 7, Craig Dysart.
Nice pass play. New London does retain possession at the 35. Another look. Quarterback still got it going to the right. No, he's pretty elusive for a big guy, isn't he?
He's very elusive. Very well. I mean, he does run
He runs
very
pretty
well,
well.
apparently. But I'll tell you, there was a holding down there that was unbelievable. Why they didn't see
The
it?
problem is you don't have the whistle.
No, I don't. But I mean, the guy actually was pulling him back. I think it was Lee Simpkins who was being pulled.
Second and about a yard and a half. Quarterback looking this side. It's nailed in the backfield.
Nice job. Nice job.
That number 2 there made Dave Yerpe.
He's 5'11", 190, and he's a senior. But boy, I'll tell you, he came on well last year as well, getting a lot of time, particularly last half of the season. And he's a good hard hitter down there.
He had that play smelled out, didn't he?
He painted him really hard on that tackle.
Number 12, Zach Masella, covering the wide man on the far side, and the quarterback breaks through, breaks the tackle, heading for the end zone. And they are going to score again.
Yeah, another touchdown. Holy cow.
That quarterback just pulled away from a tackler there.
You're going to have to really hit him hard and low because, man, he is a big hombre, and he's you can't tell the athleticism in him.
That's going to take the score to 12-0. They didn't get the conversion on the first one. Let's see if they're going to kick here. Looks like it. Good snap, good placement. Kick's good. 13-0.
No flags. Well,
6:32 remaining in the first quarter. And New London has scored on their first 2 possessions of this game. New London to kickoff back to hand. I didn't mention the rest of our crew here. We got John Woods here. We got Teresa McSparron.
lost old Josh Matty to at graduation last year. Might come back for a guest appearance. He's on to Mitchell College.
Here's a high kick. It's Davis. He receives it, and Davis makes a cut. Breaks a tackle. Still going. About the 38. That was a really good return.
Nice job.
They had him hemmed in, and he went past them.
He did. I mean, he almost like the rubber man, you know, kind of squeezed through a hole or something there. Nice door job by Crash.
Crash Davis brings it back in good shape there, back to about the 38. But Hand so far has generated no offense. Miller is going to keep, maybe gains a yard.
I got about a yard, yeah. Steve, Andrew Piombino was in there in guard position.
Who's the center? 50?
Yeah, that's Griffith Mayhew. Mayhew.
Mayhew is the center. We're number 50.
Schweitzer tackle far side.
2nd and 9 for Hand. Miller back to throw, looking left. Throwing left. Nobody there.
Interference. No, they're going to wave it off.
Fabricant is the intended receiver. A little short. Bounced it into him. And the coverage was very good out there, too. 3rd and 9 coming up. Yeah, we'll pick up some more linemen as we go here. 52 is in the middle of that line. Andrew Piombino. Zach Miller, 3rd and long. Straight back, looking to throw. Trying to set up a screen. Nothing there. It's complete to Martin, but he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Bring up 4th down. Well defensed. And Martin will be back to kick on 4th down. One of the captains this year, Kevin Martin, brings it over near the sideline. And it's returned there and tackled by number 12 for Hand, Zach Masala. And we got a flag down. Ball brought just about to the 35, and let's see what the flag does.
Might have been a block from behind, but I'm not sure. See what happens.
Holding call against New London. That'll push him back. On that play, I noticed that Zach Masala did a good job on defense there. He did not give the return man any place to go. Turned him back into where there were more tacklers.
These guys are going to have to really learn how to do some good team play. Because if nothing else, if you're playing somebody with a lot more experience than you, that you've got to really use your buddies to help out.
Series starts at the 25 now. Quarterback looking right and throwing right, complete. And finally brought down at about the 43.
That's another.
That's a good pass. Zipped right in there to sort of a slant in from the right side. So far, I've been pretty impressed with that quarterback, Frank. He not only runs it well, but he's got a pretty good arm.
He does have a good arm.
Put that one right on the number.
And I think he's a 4-year starter as well.
Man in motion, quarterback keeps, and he's met.
Nice
Right
job.
there, that's number 70.
Nice job.
Dylan Lindahl was not fooled on that fake and met the quarterback right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, Dylan had, even though he's only a junior, he got a lot of experience last year as a sophomore. It's good to see him in there.
Ball now to 45, 2nd and 9.
And he hit him right. He hit him at least high, if not a little lower.
And there's a misdirection going back to the other side. Man, still going. And they're trying to take that ball away from him. He's down to the 50.
Now it's 3rd and about 4. What do you bet the quarterback will keep it?
Right at midfield.
Yeah.
We got 4 minutes left in this first quarter. New London has scored twice, leading 13-0.
Either the quarterback will keep it or he will dish it off to number 44. You got a tight formation.
Hand it off up the middle.
He might have it.
That's very close to a first down.
By the way, number 75 down there for Hand, coming in from the that defensive guard, left guard position is Joe DeMichael, and he's a freshman for Hand. He's a freshman. He's the fellow who was too big to play the last 2 years of rec league ball. And he's also a multi-sport athlete between lacrosse and wrestling, I believe.
Into the game comes 53, A.J. Hill on defense. And we're going to measure here.
Whoa!
Okay. Foot short. Interesting call. I would guess that they would go for it here.
Oh, I would think so.
Because that big quarterback, he probably will just keep it. And Hand has got everybody up in the box. Fourth down play, needs a foot. So plunge up the middle. Didn't need much, he didn't get much, but it looks like a first down.
Should be enough. It depends on the knee hits.
Big number 75 there was in the bottom of that tackle.
Nice job, too, yeah.
Joe DeMichelle.
Gonna call for another.
They're going to measure that again. No, actually, he didn't get as much forward progress as I thought, May.
Well, you know, that
was a fourth down play.
Part of it depends on where the knee goes down. And a lot of times the guy, if his knee goes down before he stretches forward, that's the stop of the ball.
If he stretches straight forward, whenever the knee goes down.
Knees down first. Yeah! All right! Whoa! By the hairy chinny chin chin.
He needed a foot, but he got 4 inches.
Yeah.
Hand takes over on
Very good. That should be a real morale booster for the defense. I'll tell you, those down linemen did a great job.
Ball at the 47.
And it's good field position.
John Durkin, number 71, is one of the big linemen there for Hand. He's right alongside 77, Lee Simpkins, on this side of the line. Zach Miller at quarterback. Hands it off to Martin going to the left, and he's met in the backfield. Nothing.
Oh, lost about 4 yards, as a matter of fact. So.
The linemen on the other side of the line are, one of them is Weissmuller, Travis Weissmuller, one of the captains, and 63, Dale Schweitzer is the other one.
Well, the New London Whalers are playing a nose guard who is, let me give you that number again, Tyler Major. He's 6'2", 325 pounds. So he's the nose guard.
He's a little hard to push around, isn't he? Lost almost 4 yards on that last play.
So again, you're gonna have a nose guard wrecking havoc in the center of the line. It's gonna take 2 men to take him down.
First time out by Hand with 2:32 left in this first quarter. And so far, has Hand got a first down yet?
No.
I don't think they have. So we'll take a break here. Zach Miller, 16 at the quarterback controls. Sophomore. That's Kevin Martin coming this way, and boy, he's met in the backfield too. One thing about this New London team, they do play a good, solid defense, don't they?
Yeah, they sure have so far. We're seeing some good defense from them. They really get some drive, and again, number 85, who's also that highly touted receiver, is playing a defensive end position. He's 200 and some odd pounds. At 45, 6'6", 245. And then you got the 325 guy, so it's...
Miller looking to throw. Now he's going to cut it back. And he's tackled from behind at the 45. And bring up 4th and long. Made up some yardage, but they still got 4th and 12.
Yeah. Just haven't been able to get the offense on track.
Kevin Martin to kick it. And look at that punt. That one's going to bring rain. He back clear up to the 10. And the man's down at the 15. Mike Frey had the coverage. That was a boomer for a punt.
That was a good punt in any league. Well, Kmart did a great job with that.
They gave him progress forward to about the 16. New London's 3rd possession. They scored on their first 2. Quarterback looking right. And zipped it in there. No good. His receiver hadn't turned to look for the ball yet, I don't believe. Dale Schweitzer into the game, 63. Second and 10, quarterback looking to throw. Down the middle, complete pass. Got a first down on that one, down to about the 28. Tackled by 52 there for Hand. Andrew Piambino. On defense is Brian Onofrio. Quarterback looking to throw again. Oh, man, wide open, drops it.
Boy.
Right at the 30-yard line. Laid it right in, but he was trying to run with it before he caught it.
A little bit behind him, maybe. Again, you're right. Size off it.
Second and 10.
Quarterback's going back alone. Basically, he's got a lot of good.
Looking right again. There's a man in the flat out there, drops it again. This time the coverage was good over there. Dave Yerpe was right with that receiver. We're inside of a minute left in this first quarter. New London ahead 13-0. And we're getting a little breeze off of the sound here.
Yeah.
Fresh air.
Feels good.
3rd and long.
Well, they've been talking about between 4,000 and 6,000 people here. I wouldn't be surprised if the 4 was pretty close. 3rd and long.
Quarterback's going to keep. He's running. And he is nailed. They're going to be close to a first down, maybe a little bit short.
Again, it'll depend on the spot. I don't think it's quite... Oh, one guy's signaling it.
Oh, he's got it already signaled. Hey, let's measure that. Yeah. Okay, first down at the 39. Half a minute left in the first quarter. In and out of the hands of the receiver. A little hot for him to handle. And a little bit behind him. That was one of those Brett Favre lasers.
It sure was, yeah. Both number 76 and 78 in there for New London, a 325-pound young men.
Quarterback looking to throw again. There's his man open. Complete pass and a big gainer. Clear down inside the 30. Get down to about 29, it looks like. And we got 21 seconds left in the first quarter. So far, this New London team has dominated the Hand team. Of course, Hand has got some people hurt and a lot of young kids out there. And there's a complete pass, slant in from the left, complete down to about the 16. First down.
He's winded or something a little bit out there, but
and another quick pass to the far side, and juggled and knocked that ball in the air. Somebody else can catch it, can't they?
Somehow or other, Hand's going to make a turnover, have something big happen.
That runs out the first quarter with New London leading 13-0 against Hand and dominating this game in this first quarter. New London has a first down at about the 16. They're moving the ball again, and they're leading 13-0 as we begin the second quarter. Quarterback keep going right, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, inside the 10, about the 8. Hard to bring down.
Big boy, he does kick his legs up there, which is very hard for a young high school guy to learn how to handle.
That's about a 7-yard gain, breaking 3 tackles to get there. Third and a long 3 coming up. They're going to sweep left. And good pursuit. Good pursuit over there.
Good pursuit for a lot. Number 79 coming in for
Dylan Lindahl was one of the guys that was clear over there.
he's quick.
That down.
He's a big boy, but he's also quick. Number 79 just coming in for New London is 375.
Can he stand up?
He's
Stand up. 4th and 8. They're going to go for it. Ball is about the 15. They're going for the end zone. And there's a flag in the end zone. Flag in the flag. He had the coverage there. Mike Frey, the receiver, looked like he was trying to go right over Frey to get to that ball. Yeah, the penalty is an offensive foul. I thought Frey had good position.
Yeah.
It'd be awful hard to flag him on that because he was in a perfect position. And we'll take over.
They waived the penalty because it was 4th down. So Hand takes the ball. From about the 15, just about the 15, Ken. So 2 good defensive stops for Hand.
15, and now we got some change in personnel here. Zach Miller's going in on.
Oh, he's a quarterback.
Yeah, he's a quarterback. Yeah.
I don't know why he wasn't out there earlier.
He didn't realize that Hand had the ball, I guess.
Yeah.
He's a sophomore. He'll learn.
A whale of a way to get your varsity experience.
Miller throwing to this side. Complete pass, but covered immediately. That was Mike Davis that made the catch. Complete pass and lose 4 or 5 yards.
London had that one ran all the way, and he's had a couple of throw tackles for losses already.
Miller gets a kind of a low snap, looking across the middle, throwing a little bit behind the receiver there. That was Callahan. Jack Callahan threw it behind him a little bit.
Jack's a big target out there. He'll end up making their connections over the season. He's also a good basketball player.
Yeah, along with his twin brother.
Twin brother, yeah.
Yeah. Can't get his brother to play football though, I guess, huh?
Can't do it.
Third down and long. Miller backs up into the end zone. Now he's still looking. There's his man. Complete pass. Fodor up to the 29. There's the first down for him.
Fodor finds the ball. Nice job by Kevin Fodor.
Kevin Fodor kept himself alive on that play as Miller bought himself a little bit of time back there by the goal.
Well, he's probably been practicing with his older brother, Ryan Fodor.
So that's the first sign of life on offense for Hand.
First down, I believe.
I think so. Out of the shotgun, looking right. Now he's coming back this way. Now he's going to throw it. A little overthrown to Kevin Martin.
Right idea.
He needed to loop that over the first defensive player, and he threw it a little out of reach.
Just a touch pass and a little bit too much, that's all. But again, sophomore, that'll come to him.
2nd and 10. Mitch Fabricant, number 8, one of the wide receivers on this side. Looking to the far side. Looking for Fodor, out of reach. Third and 10 coming up.
Callahan looked somewhat open that time, but I don't know that Zach would have been able to get it out to him. We'll see.
There's a blitz. All-out blitz here. And did he catch that ball? Callahan makes the catch.
A little bit shy.
Looks a yard short of a first down, however. New London brought a lot of defensive players after the quarterback that time. Zach Miller did a good job rolling out a yard short. Kmart will punt. Good snap. And another moonshot. Back.
Good touch!
That's touched by New London and covered by New London down about the 18. Kevin Martin was the punter last year, and he's picking up right where he left off.
Doing a great job out there.
We have 8:23 left in the first half. New London leading 13-0. Scored on their first 2 possessions. And whistle dead. And there's a flag thrown way after the play. Too much time, New London. didn't get to play oftentimes. What's in the field?
One way to win.
12 men on the field. Okay. First and 15.
You need to have another good defensive stop. It'd be fun to see a takeaway.
Run to the left side. Stacked up pretty well. Gained 2 or 3 yards. Second and about 13 now.
Dylan Lindahl again doing a good job. Simpkins doing a good job.
Number 17, Luke Pirelli, is in the end of the line there for him on defense. They're going to sweep right, cut back, and tackle from behind.
They do an awful nice job on cutbacks, which is what that was again. Then get everybody moving one way and then cut him back against the grain. And had pretty good pursuit.
I was trying to see who that was that made that tackle, and I never did see the number.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's again Joe DeMichelle.
Now we got about 3rd and 7 coming up.
Little play act. Well, normally you think of a play action play, but
There's a flag. That's usually the guy that keeps track of the clock, so they've got a delay of game again. Third and 13 now. Got 7 minutes left before the half.
definitely go to the air.
Timeout, New London. We can't seem to get this game going here, Frank. We'll take a break in the action. Third down and 13. Quarterback looking to the far side, throwing to the far side. Complete pass, nice catch. Really a nice fingertip catch.
Where'd the flag go?
About the 38.
There's a flag on the play, and a hand did hit the quarterback.
Oh, is there a flag down? There is, isn't there? Flag is lying clear back down at the 10-yard line.
I think it's going to be roughing the passer. Oh, against the line. Wow.
Okay, that negates a very good pass play.
Simpkins gave a pretty good lick to the quarterback.
Third and 19 now.
More of the same. Little, let's see, 1, 2, 3. The tight end.
High snap. Quarterback's going to keep. He's running in the middle. Oh, big run up to the 30.
First down.
He's very near a first down there. I think he's got it.
It opened right up in the middle. The blocking actually opened that up right in the middle, and had to come back with a safety to get it.
First down on a 3rd and 19. 53, A.J. Hill back into the game for Hand.
Whites is in.
And it's run to this side. And good tackle. That was, yeah, it was 52, I think, made the initial hit. Yeah, Andrew Piambino.
Yeah, the great Piambino. Handy Andy out there, doing a good job.
Gained 3 yards.
3 yards, second down.
Jeff Buck is wearing 45 there in the line. And quarterback keep coming this way, and Matt Ride's at 35. Mike Davis up to meet that play. Piambino there.
Same blocking scheme where they're trying to just open it up off that right-hand side for their very athletic quarterback. The hand filled it nicely that time.
3rd and 5. Last time they had 3rd and 19, and New London picked it up. Gonna throw. Quick pass. Pushed out of bounds.
Short of the first one.
Looks like it's gonna be short.
Should be short, yeah.
So short of a first down, bring up 4th. About 2 yards short.
I can't see them punting it. I don't think that's even in their repertoire, to be honest with you.
About 3 yards to go.
I would think they'd have to punt down here, wouldn't they?
No, I mean, their quarterback is such a threat from any place in the field, I think.
Big kid number 79 for New London getting off there. Yeah, you're right. They're not going to get in punt formation. Maybe they're trying to draw a hand off the side.
He's just a threat from any place.
They're going to sweep this way. Cut back. Got the first down.
Yeah.
That kid 44 is a pretty good runner, isn't he?
He is a good runner, yep.
Not very big.
No,
Smallest guy out there.
5'9", 185. But that's a good size for like a tailback in any league.
How big is number 79 for New London?
375.
375. He has a little trouble running from the sideline to the middle of the field. First down, New London. Looking left, long. And there's a man out there, complete pass. Brought it, and there's a flag down. There's going to be a face mask or something of that nature. Masella makes the tackle. That's got to be on the defense.
Looks like a face mask signal.
He was out there one-on-one with that fast receiver there. Wow, New London's walking backwards. What do we got here?
Whoa. Might be the other way. Oh. Personal foul. Face mask on the offense. Whoa. Whoa. How about that?
Gave him a straight arm and a face mask, huh? Okay, well, we couldn't see that from here, but when it's on the far side of the field, you normally assume that that's going to be a defensive penalty.
Been a lot of penalties against New London. They've overcome them, but there's a lot of penalties.
That was a big play that brings the ball way back.
Be nice to see him make a turnover.
New London. Offensive face mask. Ball throw back to the hand 30. First down the road.
22 in the game for Hand. Brian Onofrio.
He's a sophomore. Brian's a sophomore.
Hand's going to play a lot of young kids this year. Going to be a learning experience a little bit.
Onofrio's 5'6", 165, but he's a fast and tough little guy out there.
First down. They must penalize that from the spot of the foul.
Yeah.
That's why they marked it at about the 30. There's the flag. There's the flag. Yeah, New London's had quite a few. Oops, they're going to pick it up. High snap. Quarterback keeps, and he's tackling the back.
Nice job.
77 of the first man in there.
Simpkins, Lee.
Lee Simpkins.
Loss on the play, second down.
Lost a yard. We're down to 4 minutes left in this second quarter. New London leading 13-0. They scored on their first 2 possessions. Since then, they have pretty well dominated Hand, but they haven't scored again yet. Looking to throw on the flat on the left side. There's a flag thrown, I believe. Didn't the referee throw a flag? I don't see it.
Looked like it.
Yeah, okay. I think that's going to be an illegal block.
I would think so. Yeah. Holding. Yep.
Holding?
Holding, illegal block, same kind of thing. It is different, but it's the same guy.
You're right. New London has had quite a few penalties against them.
On the spot of the foul, it should be 10. 15. Yeah, 10. 10.
We're going to bring that back up to the, where are we here? About the 42, 43. As the Hand band goes down for their halftime performance, we got a little over 3.5 minutes left.
High school football, nothing like it.
Quarterback looking down the middle. There's a complete pass to the big tight end, it looks like. Go down to the 25.
That's complete to number 85.
That kid's tall.
He is fast as 6'6", 240 pounds.
Third down.
He's
He looks skinny. When you're 6'6", I guess.
well, he's got a letter of intent, I guess, to Temple. Play at Temple
Okay.
next year.
3rd and 5.
But he's got all the basic tools to do that sort of thing, as you can see. The size and everything, and he's
Thrown down the flat on this side. Oh, good move by the receiver down to the 20.
close, but not quite a first down.
Back down by number 2 there, Dave Yerpe.
Murphy's getting around the field a lot out there. He's really showing some good maturity out there. Nice to see that.
They're going to measure here.
I think he got a pretty good spot, to be honest with you.
We're just inside of 3 minutes left, so the New London Whalers have got quite a bit of time to work with here in this first half yet. That looks like a first down from here, doesn't it?
Not stretched yet. Really checking the links. Make sure all the links are. Yeah, first down.
First down. First down, just barely. First down at the 20 for New London. Looking left. And there's a man makes a catch, a diving catch, so no advance on beyond that. Gains about 3.
Very safe kind of play, but they have missed on that a few times. Yet, Hand was starting to get a little pressure on the quarterback.
Second and 8. Quarterback
Up the middle
up the
again.
middle. Goes over one man, gets taken down about the 11. It's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down here. And out on the flat on the far side, incomplete. Look.
Fourth down again.
Fourth down coming up in 2. And we're just inside of 2 minutes left in the first half. Fourth down play. I believe the quarterback is probably going to hang on to it this
I
time.
would think so. See if they line up with the 2 men in the backfield. Yeah. They've moved this play to the right before.
Well, they're going to hand it off to 44 there, and he's got enough for the first down. Crosses the 10. They're marking it across the 10, so that's a 9. First and goal. And they hand off this way, and that play is stopped. Jeff Buck, 75. Joe DiMichele were the two guys that met the ball carrier.
Timeout was called by
I think they had one earlier, didn't they?
Yep.
So got one more timeout to go. It's going to be second down and goal. And where are they putting the ball? About the 12. We'll take a break here. Second and goal at the 12. Quarterback looking left, now he's looking right. And incomplete pass. A slant in from the right side. Aim for their good running back, Singleton. A slant in there, but he can't hold it. Third and goal. Quarterback looking left. Complete pass over on that far side. And looks like he's pushed out of bounds. I'm not sure where.
probably right down there, though.
Referee standing about the 3.
Fourth down again.
Fourth down. Ball's going to put it down at about between the 2 and the 3, it looks like. Fourth down play.
Oh, what a mishandling of the snap. Let's go, defense. Let's go, guys.
So far, hand isn't that much to cheer about. Quarterback looking to throw, and he hit back there. Hand hold.
How about that? Wow. That was huge.
With a minute 6 left in the first half,
That was
and
huge.
stacked up the quarterback for a 2-yard loss on fourth down.
I think Lindahl was the one who really put the stopper on that one.
Okay, I couldn't tell.
They were trying to get a pass out, good coverage. You know, not a lot of room down there, but there was good coverage for Hand, and then they ended up. Quarterback decided to pull it down and go, and by that time, Hand was swarming him.
We got a whistle.
Hand timeout.
Timeout hand. Hand takes over just about the 5, and they're kind of deep in a hole, but we only got a little over a minute left in the first half. There's the flag.
And draw him off.
3 flags.
And drew off to the top defense, I think. Yes.
New Landon.
Give him a little bit of breathing room.
That gives it out to the 10.
A little bit of handling room. But if they can go into the locker room this way, it's a good thing.
Tight formation here. Zach Miller, quarterback, and they're trying to run. And not much there. Kevin Martin hit hard.
That keeps the clock running.
Clock is inside of a minute left in this first half. If they stop this play, I would expect New London to use that last time out. And correctly? Didn't gain anything. Clock is still running. Half a minute left. Third down and almost 5.
Well, the coaches are going to have a lot to do in the locker room at halftime.
We're
The
down to
defense-
4 seconds, 3. And that runs out the first half.
Well,
13-0 is not too bad a score for as badly as Hand was outplayed a good share of that first
the
half.
way it was looking to start with, there was really something. You could tell the inexperience of the Hand guys out there making the tackles against somebody in real time like this. And they've come back nicely. A couple of real good fourth down stops. I mean, there were several fourth down times they didn't stop them, but a couple of real good ones.
And some big penalties against New London
Big
to
penalties.
stall them. Now, but the Hand only had 1 first down bar count that whole first half, right?
That's all I could come up with.
We'll take a break here. The Daniel Hand High School Tiger Marching Band will be on the field next.
Let's go for the cheers! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The 2008 Daniel Hand Tiger Marching Band is under the direction of Richard DeGrama and John Miller. Drum majors Richie Lee, Ryan Kola, Nate Beatty, and Melody Francisco will lead the band down the field to the 1968 American Breed Classic Bend Me, Shake Me.
game this year, the 11th game, and they're playing against a team that went undefeated until the championship last year. We got Teresa McSparron on the camera. John Woods had it earlier. New London kicks off two-hand. That's Mike Davis at about the 11. And then Mike Davis cuts it back. Brings it up to the 40.
He's got some good instincts. Really
Mike
learned
Davis's returns have been some of the better plays that Hand has had all evening.
well. I'll tell you, it's really helped Hand get out of deep trouble. Done a nice job out there. Now it'll be interesting to see what Hand does for offense. See if they work up out in the locker room.
They're coming right out on the spread offense. Zach Miller all the way at quarterback. He's basically the third quarterback. Nick Morello is hurt with a foot injury. That's Kevin Martin going to the across the middle, makes a cut back, gains about 3.
All right, we'll take the 3.
So Nick Morello is out for this game. The last I heard was that he maybe will be back next week. Is that right?
Well, I think that's somewhat doubtful from what I had heard.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I know he's pushing for it very hard. But again, with a young man, he's a junior. You don't want to push him and maybe cause something to become chronic over his lifetime. Not worth it.
And that's Martin again. No, it isn't Martin.
Keeper. Nice job.
Sack. Oh, Zach Miller kept it. Okay.
Zach sapped him for about 3 yards.
Pretty good deception there. Had me fooled. I couldn't see it. We have a full house around here tonight. They're about 4 or 5 deep, or all the way around the fence.
Yeah, I'd say
Stands are full.
pretty much like a Thanksgiving Day game, except there are more stands brought in. Oh.
Zach Miller is trying to get away, and now he's tripped up.
Couldn't get anybody open out there. Did a nice job just to get back to the line of scrimmage, so even that's hopeful. That's good. Gonna have to punt it away, but nonetheless. Well, we've had good pursuit with the gunners down there. One is Fry and Frey out here, and is that Herbie?
Kevin Martin has done a good job of punting so far. Good snap. And another
Nice.
boomer. Big punt. Going to be over the head of the return man and going to bounce dead at about the 11.
There's
A
a
long, high kick.
Yeah, good pursuit. Be able to get down there so there's no return. There's quite a breeze coming right off the water. It's really coming right across the field pretty much right now. So it is a factor in any throwing or kicking game.
New London is leading this game 13-0, but it could be a lot worse at this point for Hand. Except that New London installed themselves with a lot of penalties in that second quarter.
Nice submarine tackle.
Run across the 15 to about the 16.
And gets up off the bottom of that is
Davis.
Davis.
Mike Davis. 5-yard gain.
Big O line is doing a pretty good job, but Hand is staying tough out there. And, Jeff Buck and Joe DeMichelle. Nice.
Play is stopped short of the 20. Somebody bring up 3rd down and a long 3.
Counted up just in my quick look at the roster that Hand played 11 underclassmen during that first half, which is a good sign. I mean, they're all new because there were so many seniors last year. The coach gave the seniors a lot of opportunity to play because there were so many. I think there was 24 of them, and most all of them had a
3rd and about
idea.
3. Quarterback is going to keep.
Nice.
And he stopped at about just across the 20.
Still going to be tight.
It's close. Close to a 1st down.
Very close. But again, they're not going to do any kicking. They don't need to. Gotta be a turnover that Hand will get it.
You think they'll run this play here, huh? Well, boy, they
Quarterback
are.
will do a sneak.
4th and a
No
yard
reason
at
to
the
do anything
20.
else.
Quarterback.
Nice.
Let's see the progress they gave him. Well, not much.
First down. Just barely.
First down, but he got a bruise or two on that one.
He did.
That's interesting. Run a 4th and 1 at their own 20. Quarterback looking left. And complete pass.
Jeez.
Man, breaks away finally.
My goodness.
Finally tackled out there by A.J. Hill.
Wow.
He just ripped away from the tackler.
Yes. Tackler was a little bit too high on him, but boy, he was trying hard. And not going to work against this crew. They're pretty experienced crew out there.
This is going to be one of the better football teams the Hand's going to play all year long.
Yep.
A little overthrown there to their big tight end. Second and 10.
Quarterback was a little more accurate. A lot more catches out there. Don't want that to happen, of course.
Second and 10. Quarterback still got it.
Same thing.
Coming this way. And he's across the 50, about the 49. Dave Yerpe made the initial contact there. 3rd down and 4.
Again, he's got the option pretty much. He doesn't see anything to pass to right off, just to take it down and go for it. He seems to like to come to this right side, which should be natural for a right-hander.
Pretty good breeze blowing here. They're going to lay it up and complete pass.
Yeah. That was a good touch pass right there.
That was a good touch pass and a nice catch. Davis Maselli make the tackle.
Somehow I feel Hand wants to and needs to do a pick on one of those.
Quarterback looking for the corner over here. And that's intercepted by Davis, or Frey. That's Mike Frey. There's a flag down. Mike.
Well,
Looks like the interception should stand, but we may have an illegal block after that.
well, normally, yeah, you'd see a lot of that type of thing. You know, what you're going to have is somebody, again, turning upfield and throwing a block. It's a tough one, but we wanted that turnover. We talked about it just a minute before. It's not going to be a fun one. But
The illegal block from behind there after the interception.
yeah, and that's one of those, again, somebody can be just turning their back and, you know, you've already got yourself in motion to hit them and boom, there comes the flag. I think that's the first penalty on Hand. I can't recall another one tonight.
From the spot of the infraction.
So they're spotting that over about the 4.
Yeah.
And that's a run this way. And Mike Davis brings it up for our first down.
All right. Crash Davis takes those fleet feet and make it work.
If they could have gotten one more step there, we'd have had a foot raise.
You would have.
So Hand gets their second first down of this game.
That was significant to get out of trouble on the shadow of your own goal line.
Got a little more protection back there for Miller now. handed off to Davis. Not much there.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they're showing the pass blocking stances out there, which normally says you are going to do just that, going to protect better, but they ran a running play, so interesting trying to do some deception, but didn't fool New London.
2nd and 10. Miller feels the low snap, got a little time, and now he's in trouble. And he's going to be down at about the 17.
Yep, that's okay. I mean, you would have liked to have seen something different, but nonetheless, young quarterback in his first varsity game as a sophomore. Got to give him credit for that. Didn't throw it away, didn't get in trouble, he just held on to it.
Third and about 20 now. Miller, 2 fakes, and now he's going to be nailed. They're going to be intentional grounding. He threw the ball to keep, as he was about to be sacked. Doesn't really matter. It's going to bring up 4th and long either way.
It's going to be about the same spot, too.
So Kevin Martin will be called on once again to try to get him out of the hole.
Block it. He'll have a heavy block on because he can't get quite as deep as he'd like.
We got 2 return men back at the 40. High snap, and Martin gets it out of there. And it's fielded and gets a good roll up near midfield.
Nice job. Nice job.
To 49. Kicked it out of his own end zone across the 50.
That's about a 46, 47-yard punt, which is outstanding at any level.
Particularly when you're backed up to your own goal. Okay, New London with the ball back. We got 4:36 left in the 3rd quarter, and New London is leading 13-0. They scored on their first 2 possessions of the game. Since then, it's been a stalemate, although New London has picked up quite a bit of yardage.
Sam Dickinson just went in. I don't think I've seen him go in before. Number 30.
It's a run up the middle to about the 50.
Good. Nothing there. Hands stayed at home. Good job by the down defensive lineman.
Buck and Martin in the bottom of that tackle.
Piambino was in on that as well. No, Lindahl. Dylan Lindahl. I'm sorry. And of course we got, well, like I said, we had Sam Dickinson going the far side. He's a junior, 6'1", 220 pounds. Good size on him on the other side.
2nd and 9. Run to the left, dive forward, up to about the 46.
A couple more yards, 3rd down.
3rd and 5 coming up.
All right.
New London has some real beef in the middle of that line. A couple of the biggest kids you ever wanted to see at high school level in there.
Unbelievable, as a matter of fact.
Quarterback looking to throw, and he's hit and completed. That was number 30 that leveled the quarterback just as he threw. Dickinson.
Yeah, he's the guy that just went in there, did a nice job on that, pressuring the quarterback, shed his blocker. Unfortunately, the pass was complete, but it was, again, a nice takedown by Irby.
Quarterback looking left. Oh, man, wide open over there. Whistle blown.
Too much time.
Procedure call against,
Yep.
against New London. They really have been backing off of those wideouts on the side.
Yeah, they've got some good experience out there. They're good-sized guys, so. And is doing a lot of things out there, and they're learning an awful lot. That's the one thing I think, if nothing else, you come away from right at this point. You got a lot of young guys getting a lot of phenomenal experience under very tough circumstances. I mean, right now with the 4 down linemen for Hand on defense, only one. They're all underclassmen.
And quarterback keeps option left. Gained about 5 yards.
Like I say, we've got all underclassmen on the line out there. Simpkins is a junior. Lindahl's a junior. Buck is a junior, and of course Joey DeMichelle is a freshman.
Now we got 2nd down and 10. We're gonna run up the middle. Pretty good yardage on 1st down. Or excuse me, that was a 2nd down run.
Yeah.
Bring up 3rd and 3.
And Schweitzer and Hill go in. They're both underclassmen. Hill's only a sophomore.
Ball at about the 22. We're inside of 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. And pitch to the right, swing to the right, and man's got an opening. He's still going inside the 5, down to about the 3.
Showed good speed and good balance.
1st and goal for New London at about the 3. New London's got one man split wide left. Everybody else in tight. Two running backs behind the quarterback, and they're going to the right into the end zone. Touchdown, New London. Their 3rd score of this game. Takes it to 19-0 with a conversion try coming. Good snap, good hold. Long time ago.
Long time ago.
Ball fielded at the 10 by Mike Davis up to the 20.
Trying to do a little dance out there, didn't quite work. Good pursuit by the New London Whalers.
Yeah, I remember going up to New London one of the games long time ago.
Well, I've never been up to there to watch a game.
Zach Miller, the sophomore quarterback, taking his first varsity snap tonight, and he's going to take. He's a man short out there. He's going to take a timeout to get all his manpower out there.
Number 85 was totally uncovered out there. Mike Leone going in there, number 28. He's a sophomore as well. Quite a few sophomores getting an opportunity. Get the act together, get it going. Come on, let's have some offense. Maybe we can find right now the hand is, if they've done their normal conditioning, maybe they can kind of wear them down a little bit.
Well, that's one of the trademarks of New London's coach, though. He his kids really, he works them hard to make sure that they're in top shape.
Yep.
Good snap.
Oh, no.
Throw to the right.
Oh, jeez.
Tackle immediately. Fodor makes the catch, but for a short loss.
The wrong direction.
Just a very sound defensive team here that and has tried a lot of different things, and so far very few of them have worked. We're down to 20 seconds left in this
Same thing.
quarter. Pass to the right side, or excuse me, the left side. Down at the 15. That should run out the third quarter. We'll switch into the field. Play one more quarter. New London leading 20-0 after 3 quarters of play. Okay, ready? Go ahead. One more quarter of play. And has got a third down and about 16. Zach Miller looking to throw. And he gets away from one tackler. Jeez. Now he's in trouble. Bring up 4th and long.
Not a lot to be said for that. Just nobody open, and Coach is going to have to work hard on getting an offense going for the kids this year, this coming week.
Punt out of the end zone again by Kevin Martin.
Whoops.
And I don't know if that was tipped or not, but it fielded on a bounce at about the 42, brought back to the 30. That one came out of there like somebody may have gotten a hand on it.
Looked a little bit like it, yeah. His average would be pretty darn good, though, I'll tell you.
New London in great field position here as we start the 4th quarter. Pass to the left, dropped. That's got to be an incomplete pass.
Incomplete, yeah. Well, they've tried that play quite a bit, and most of the time.
Yeah, hand has covered that quick pass, and now we got a flag thrown. Ooh, that looks like a referee's walking over, talking to the New London coach. They're going to penalize the coaching staff on that one.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, they probably didn't like the way they.
He was walking right toward the coach, looked at him, and threw the flag. That's got to be an unsportsmanlike.
Yep.
Something was said that used the wrong adverbs or adjectives.
15 yards.
Turned into a nice night at the strong field. The wind has been blowing fairly well off of the water. We've got about a 7/8 of a moon up there now.
Very nice night for football.
Quarterback makes one fake. Now he's throwing overthrew his
Way out
man
of
on the
bounds.
sideline there. Had his man wide open and he just overthrew him.
Pass intended for Singleton will be complete, 3rd down.
Singleton's a big kid. Let's take a look at the weights and measures.
He's slow in
Yeah,
getting up
6'2".
after that.
6'2", 185 junior. Yeah, he's still down.
Yeah.
Might have cramped up or something. Well, that doesn't quite look like a cramp. Official timeout?
Officials timeout there. We do have an injury down on the far sideline of the intended receiver for New London.
Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he cramped up.
Now we're ready to go. Third down and 25 after that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the New London bench. Quarterback up the middle, and he's got some yardage, got quite a bit of yardage. Finally, Kmart drives him out of bounds.
He is, when he gets that ball, he's pretty much a wrecking ball when he gets going. Fourth down and 12.
Fourth down and 12. Sure they won't punt here.
Oh.
If you're going to go for 4th and 1 at your own 20, you're gonna
I don't think that's in their repertoire. I really don't.
they got a punter? They just figure they'll never need one. So they need
Gotta get some pressure on that
12
quarterback.
yards here.
Get some pressure on it.
Quarterback looking to throw.
Oh, holding. My
Across
goodness.
the middle. And it looks like he may be a yard short.
I don't understand how they couldn't have thrown a holding call on that pass. I don't know. But anyway,
And gets the ball back.
and gets it anyway.
And we have 10:54 left in the game.
Griffin Mayhew, who's the center out there, he's a junior as well. So, pretty good job. Very good job.
There's a flag.
Coming fine.
Too much time. Referee keeping the clock.
Picking it up. Oh my goodness. How do you do that?
One referee threw the flag and the other one told him pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's the first game of the season for the Reds too.
They got to get in shape, right?
That's 2 pickups tonight, right?
Yeah, at least. And there's Miller rolling this way. And incomplete pass. Fodor went deep down this side.
You don't know if he was trying to get it to Kmart or he was trying to get it to Jack Callahan. They were both in the area. Don't know who it was for though.
Well, he bought a little time there by rolling out, but he still didn't have anybody open.
No, and that's still part of the learning game, you know.
Miller straight back,
Yeah,
looking
Jack's open.
left. There's Callahan.
Ah,
Callahan looks like he was spun out of bounds just short.
just short. Yeah, it would have been nice to be able to see him turn it up a couple more yards to get that first down. A complete pass for some decent yardage. Again, part of the learning game.
Jack Callahan, big kid, about 6'3", basketball player. 3rd and 1. They need to sustain a little bit of a drive here sometime. It's a quick pass to Fodor. Fodor cuts it back.
Ah,
And he's going to lose a yard.
darn.
Going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's 4th down. Just
4th down, they're up there quick. Now they're bringing in the punt team.
how about a turnover here? Let's think turnover. Kick it out, come down, hit
I
their
don't
guy,
know.
yes, pick it up, throw it for touchdown.
I don't know if Kevin Martin knows how to punt there without being in his end zone. There's a high one.
There you go.
Bobbled and covered down at about the 28.
Good coverage down there by Zach Masella. He's the gunner on this side. He comes down, does a good job.
A.J. Hill into the game, 53. And I would think that New London, with a 3-touchdown lead here, will be content to run the ball a bit.
Well, they'll play it somewhat safe, but I don't know. That's not their normal way.
And they can use clock here.
Second and 8.
Of course, that plan may change real quickly if they only gain 2 yards on the run.
Yeah, right. Onofrio just came out. Didn't see who went in his place.
They're going to sweep right.
Get
That's
him
a
down.
good running
Yeah.
back there. He gains a couple more.
Yep. But, again, a good stop by the Tigers. Name over there again on Joey DeMichelle. Joey was able to keep the hole plugged. Got some help from the linebackers.
You know who's been in on a lot of tackles tonight is Yerpe.
Yes, he has.
He was right in there on that one, too.
Covering a lot of territory. Fills very well.
22, Brian Onofrio back in. Third down and about 4. And they're running up the middle.
Yes.
Looks like it may be just short.
A little bit short. Fourth down and 1 yard.
And we're at about 8.5 minutes left in this game.
Buck in, Dickinson out. Buck out, Dickinson out.
And is rotating a lot of kids now because the defense has gotten pounded on tonight just a bit. 4th and 1. They're going to come this way. And good stop, but they may have just enough.
They got
First down, the 39.
half a yard maximum that they got on that. People start to head home.
Well, Hand's defense is looked better here in the second half of this game, but they just got pushed around early.
Yeah, again, it was the young, inexperienced Hand team against particularly 3 very, very good offensive players.
Quarterback keeps, takes it to the 45, 5-yard gain.
The quarterback, a senior, the leading tailback, a senior, and then that tight end, 6'6", 240, senior. Very, very accomplished ball players, and Hand's inexperienced underclassmen just had to learn. It was tough, but I think they did get an awful lot out of the game.
2nd and 5. Looking to throw long, looking down that
Position by
sideline.
Hand.
Incomplete. He almost caught that ball.
Almost.
Fingertip, dive for it, and it did hit the ground.
Hand's covered was pretty darn good. We got that Masella out there again, or Kmart. No, Masella.
Macella's got that corner over there wearing 12. Mike Frey on this side.
Yeah.
And a run up the middle. Looks like he's a yard or so short of a first down. 4th and 2.
Yep.
4th and 2. And we're at about about 6.5 minutes left in this ball game. There's the flag. The flag is the ball is snapped and it's going to go. Is he going to run it out of there? Fourth and 14. Okay. It's Mike Davis back to return. And that's a high short one. Going to get away from it. Let it roll down about. In the fourth quarter with a 3-touchdown lead.
Very interesting.
A low snap. Zach Miller picks it up. And Jack Callahan makes the catch. Nice play. About the 43.
Quarterback had the coverage on him. Nice pass, nice catch. Quarterback, I can't tell whether he hurt an ankle or he just took his shoe off. That's the quarterback down on the ground, number 11, Reed.
Oh, it is. Okay. So we have a break in the action here. Okay, number quarterback who's been on defense limped off. Incomplete pass aiming for Fodor cutting across.
Boy, there's not much. I mean, you're not going to gain a whole lot with those passes, but you got to get what you can get, I guess.
Second and 10.
Casey Dowd, I believe, just came out. He's a sophomore.
Zach Miller, quarterback all the way.
Jack again.
Jack Callahan
Nice
makes the
job.
catch down about the 23.
Nice job. Another pass and catch, pretty much the same play as the last successful one that they just did. And part of that maybe because they had to put a new safety out there with the quarterback injured. So
I was looking to see where Callahan's been lining up. I think it's been in a slot. That's a complete pass on this side. Trying to get some blocking by Martin ahead of Fodor, but not much. Couple yards.
Couple yards, you'll take it. I mean, in fact, maybe 3.5, 4 yards, not too bad. You can do that.
Gain 4.
A little bit of a hurry-up offense here.
That's Miller, option left. Davis with the ball. Mike Davis trying to take his man forward.
All right, okay.
Takes it to the 15. This is the hand's deepest penetration the whole game.
Absolutely, by far. I think the quarterback's coming back in. Number 11, Reed, he's back in now after sitting out those couple of plays.
3rd and 2. Miller straight back, got a little time. Rolling right. A little high, there's a flag down.
Flag. Maybe roughing the passer.
That may be roughing a passer.
Yeah.
Defensive man nailed Miller after he threw the ball. That'll give him a first down.
Yep.
Roughing the passer.
Number 85 out there is holding his waist too. And can keep the momentum, get the momentum. And it'd go a long ways to helping this team out if they could punch it in.
Penalty is half the distance to the goal. Pass the ball on the 7-yard line.
You just don't have those big the bruising running backs that we've had in the past right now. It's a shame McGinney's out because he would be really fitting in well on this.
Yeah,
point.
we haven't really mentioned Brendan McGinney. He's one of the captains this year, and he's out for this game.
Oh, I'll tell you, I remember watching him as a sophomore doing a great job.
Miller looking for the end zone. And there's his man.
I don't know that it's quite there.
Complete pass to Kmart.
Wow.
They're not giving him a touchdown, though, are
he
they?
wasn't across, I don't believe.
About the 1. Inside the 1. Second and goal at inside the.
Half
Got
the distance to the goal line.
Got
About 2 inches.
a 2-inch penalty here.
Yeah.
I saw 2 New London men jump. Did
Yeah.
Hand
No, it might have
hold
been-
still?
Yeah, hand was fine, I think. I think it was in London, 2 or 3 of them actually moved.
Okay.
Offside to London.
Okay, that takes it down to 6 inches instead of a foot. And it's second down coming up. Kevin Martin is behind the quarterback, and he's the biggest, toughest running back they got out there. Well, another whistle.
Another flag going to be on hand.
I don't know what this is.
Going to be a procedure on hand.
I think that's a procedure going to back up hand.
Yeah, that'd be 5 yards.
Illegal procedure hand.
Well,
5-yard penalty.
They're bringing in their
I
pass
think-
receivers again. They got Davis and Fodor, and who else came in? And Callahan.
Also, you got in Fabricandi too.
Second and goal now. Zach Miller looking sideline.
Yes.
There's his touchdown. Kevin
Yes.
Fodor.
Fodor!
Miller to Fodor.
Kevin Fodor for the touchdown.
How about that?
20 to 7 now, or 6. 20 to 6. And we got 3.5 minutes left in this game.
Got him right where we want him. Who's kicking?
That's Jeff Buck, who's the kicker.
Yeah. Ah!
Hit the left upright.
Had a magnet in the ball, unfortunately.
Well,
Hit the goalpost.
it's not really going to matter in this game, but I noticed that Jeff Buck is a straight-on kicker. He doesn't do the old sidewinder soccer style at all. Well, that got hand on the scoreboard, gave
Well, that's good.
people something to cheer about
Yes,
a little
it
bit.
does.
That was a good drive.
A good drive, some good things happened on that. Good decision making, good hands on the receptions. Shows some good confidence, which you like to see in the young quarterback.
So we got about 3.5 minutes left in this game. The score is New London 20, Hand 6. And that's Jack Callahan kicking off, right?
Yep. Man of many talents, the Callahan.
Think you'll onside it?
Oh, how about that? Didn't go the 10 yards.
New London covered it.
Yeah, didn't go the 10 yards. And normally when you kick that, you want to try to get it going a little bit laterally across the field, so you have a little more time to get it and get a little more distance out there.
They also like to hit it on the top of the ball and make it take a great big bounce.
You have a new quarterback, which is a smart thing for that coach to do, not to let.
the same old running back though. 44.
Yeah. Well, he's one of those workhorses.
Gained about 3.
Now they'll keep it safe. See if they can work it open.
Ball was spotted at about 46. Oh, ball's on the ground. Ball's loose.
Interesting.
Looks like hand covered it.
That quarterback's name is Casey Cochran.
Oh, yeah?
Now, that quarterback that came in was a 6'1", 195-pound freshman. Casey Cochran.
The guy that covered that for hand was number 77.
Aha, Simpkins.
Simpkins, Lee Simpkins. Stuck his nose in there and came up with the ball. Hand with the ball back.
Oh,
Low snap.
come on. Move.
Rolling to the left.
Look at
Now
Fodor.
he's got to do it a little behind his receiver there, Fodor.
Oda was coming over to help and doing a good job, and he was running pretty fast. But Miller wasn't just quite able to get it to him.
2:47 left in the game. Straight back. Third down and
Before
get him a first down.
wouldn't get even close to it. Very good defense by New London.
New London gets it back. And they're going to run up the middle. Down to about 39.
Yeah, well, four-yard gain. Again, that's the workhorse for Tally.
This New London coach in past years has had a reputation for going for long passes here when you
Yep,
got the game put away.
that's right.
So far, they've been playing it pretty close to the vest. And another run off the right guard, right tackle. Short gain, couple yards.
Definitely not getting the pressure off the front line of the O-line the way they had earlier.
a minute left in this game. 3rd and 5. Same play. Oh, the ball's on the ground again. It's going to bring up 4th down. And the clock is running, half a minute left. Well, we have a little bit of a break in action here. Frank, next week is an away game, and the following week after that is an away game. So they play at Hamden next Friday night. And then the week after that, they play at Fairfield Prep. Haven't played them in several years.
No, but you want to check the schedule. If I remember right, it's a 6 o'clock start down at Fairfield Prep, so that could throw a lot of people off.
Okay. Yeah, the clock is going to run out here. They're just standing around waiting until it runs out. That's the end of the game. Final score here is New London 20, Hand 6 in this first game, Frank.
Yeah, well, you know, Hand had an awful lot of adversity coming into this, and you know, I think it wasn't that terrible, as a matter of fact, but kids learned a lot, no question.
Well, they got behind 13-0 after the first 2 possessions in the first quarter and made a pretty decent showing after that.
I thought so, and I got to really hand it to Zach Miller. First varsity game as a sophomore against a highly touted contender for #1 team in the state, and I think he did a great job. I really do.
So we'll say goodnight from Strongfield. This is Kent Sprague with Frank Tordo.